Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your tarot videoscope for 2017 by Ama. Thank you for being here. Happy New Year to you and to your loved ones. This is a reading for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, and Capricorn Moon. So please make sure that you listen for your sun sign and for your rising sign, because sometimes your messages may show up for you through your moon sign or through your rising sign. This will be a general reading. If you are interested, I will also be posting a continuation of this video in the show more description box. If you click on it, it's going to take you to this link down here below. In the continuation video, I will be pulling one card for each area of your life. One card for love and relationships, another one for money and finances, health, career, and so on. And I'm going to also pass on to you one Akashic message for each month of the year. For this video right here for YouTube, I already pre-shuffled the cards. I will be pulling one card for each trimester of the year, and at the very end I am also using the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland. I will be pulling one card for any general messages or advice for you in 2017. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. By subscribing, you would allow me to take messages that may be important for you as well. So please subscribe, like, and share. If you'd like to schedule a private consultation, email me at amalightworker@gmail.com, or through my website. You may contact me through my website, amalightworker.com. Please double check your email address, because otherwise I won't be able to reply back to you. With that being said, now let's focus on this reading for you, Capricorn. The first card that wanted to show up in this reading for you, it is the Devil card, representing January, February, and March. To me, the meaning of the Devil has to do with addictions of any kind. Addicted to a person, addicted to an unhealthy relationship. It could be addiction to an emotion or a feeling. Other kinds of addiction. It also means a negative cycle of events or adverse condition. Now allow me to focus so I can get messages why this card showed up for you, because even though sometimes or partially this card is a negative card, that doesn't mean that all the messages showing up for you will be negative. For some of you, I feel that in the first trimester of 2017, you may find that you may have some sort of a slow start. But then I keep getting that around February, things will start to speed up or come to life. Something is going to come to some sort of a conclusion, or to success, or to fruition. Some of you may be feeling a little bit sad. Maybe not your usual holy jolly self. Maybe you need to take better care of yourself, rest more, spend some time alone, sleep more. And I also feel that some of you have a lot of plans, but it feels like the energy is slowing down you a little bit. So work with the energy. Maybe it's not meant for you to do all the things that you have in your mind all at once, because I do feel that for some of you, your either something is limiting you. It could be maybe you're not feeling well and you cannot keep up with everything that you intended to do. But I also keep getting that many of you will set some new goals for yourself, and you are going to be a lot more determined and focused to keep these goals, to keep these promises that you will make to your self. I feel that for some of you, even though the Devil card usually, so it means being addicted to an unhealthy relationship. It could be addicted to your love partner. Maybe somehow they're draining your energy. You could be addicted to feelings that you had for someone from your past, that somehow it's still draining you physically, emotionally. But the very, very strong feeling that I keep getting through this card has to do with finances, either a situation or someone you feel, or you fear rather, that could be draining you financially. Now, I don't see anything particularly going wrong for you to worry this much, but I feel that some of you could be worrying way too much than the situation your calls for. I see some of you opening new bank accounts, maybe with new banks. Maybe you switch banks. I feel maybe you need to rearrange a business plan. Maybe you have to change and shift around some parts of a business plan or a business agreement. You may have to deal with meetings, meetings through work, job meetings, important discussions. But I feel that many of you will try to find a common language, a common ground with someone to for everybody to feel like everybody's on the same page toward a common goal, to find some sort of a balance or common understanding. There's going to be concerns around a business venture or a business partnership. Some of you may be dealing with tying or cutting the ties financially with someone. It could be with a company. It could be, as I said, maybe you switch banks. But I feel that for some reason, many of you will be reevaluating some financial circumstance, because I feel that whatever's happening now, in the hard time of 6 months from the time when it happens, so it's going to happen in the first trimester of 2017, then you will see the benefit of all of these changes. And I keep getting that changes will find you whether you are prepared or not, because some of you will receive a great deal of luck into generating more money, attracting more money. I hear that for some of you, maybe you are preparing to do great things, and you may also feel a little bit impatient. You may feel a little bit frustrated, but I keep getting that sometimes the seeds that you have planted need to take their time before they come to fruition. So some of you need to be a little bit more patient. I keep getting some of you practicing, learning, focusing on developing a skill. Maybe you focus on mastering some sort of a computer program or mastering your craft in some way. You could be focusing on finishing up some sort of a program that is going to allow you to get a better job, or that is going to allow you to advance your career. Because I do keep getting during this time networking, learning. So something that you are going to do or learn now, eventually in the later part of the year, is going to reward you financially. It could reward you with a promotion, or is going to help you to boost your career. Some of you need to heal from mentally, maybe from the relationship that you used to have with someone. So for some of you, maybe that relationship doesn't exist anymore, but mentally it seems like some of you need to purge the mental connection that you had with someone. It could be in a love sense, it could be a mental connection with a family member, no relationship is perfect, or with a friend, or even with coworkers or a boss. And also emotionally, I feel like a lot of you could be going within or you could be at the verge of maybe initiating your own spiritual path, your own soul growth and development. Uh, and I also keep getting that for some of you, not for all of you, toward March or April, you may focus on healing your body, taking care of your health, and later also focusing on feeling better emotionally, so healing of some sort. You may be releasing here an old relationship, release an old business relationship, or release a love partnership here of some sort. So that's going to be the case for some of you, not for all of you. So, and for the purpose of this general reading, I'm going to say that this is getting rid of negative forces, negative people, negative situations that somehow you feel like they drained your energy, like fighting these negative events or negative people from your life. The next card that showed up for you, it is Two of Pentacles, representing April, May, and June. And to me, it means making choices to keep and maintain balance in your life. To me personally, this card, it also means, sometimes it means a second source of income, a second job. It means dual citizenship, and sometimes it even means two relationships, or having to choose between two people in a love sense, in a relationship sense. And sometimes to me it also means financial affairs. So now allow me to focus so I can figure out what specifically this means for you. I hear that many of you will focus in being more balanced. Sometimes you may tend to take everything so seriously, working hard, but I also keep hearing that you also need to play hard. As I hear that many of you will adjust to a new idea that you will have for your life. And in this new idea, I feel like you're going to make room and space in your life to have more fun, to do things that you find fun or love doing. Life will arrange for you in such a way that you need to take care of your inner child and your creativity. I keep getting that you may try to negotiate or renegotiate a circumstance. You may try to renegotiate, and this doesn't have to necessarily be written agreements. You may try to negotiate or renegotiate a job situation. For others, it could be during this time negotiating um, negotiating either a new job position or negotiating a deal that has to do with real estate. It could be dealing with something that has to do with an inheritance that is supposed to be yours. If you already had some sort of proceedings that have to do with an ex-husband or ex-wife, so divorce proceedings, divorce settlements, some sort of a settlement from maybe a reimbursement settlement, even from something that has to do with work as well. Maybe you had a lawsuit or you were trying to get some work compensation. You could be dealing with these kind of matters during this time, but it feels like you already negotiated once and now is going over these contracts or risk agreements because something, or you will get a second chance, a second shot into a situation, a second chance to claim what is your fair share. Many of you, I feel like you may deal with bank accounts in a different way now. because I feel that something is coming to fruition, or something is going to be more steady with your finances, and more steady with a job, or more steady with a career situation. However, I do see you getting money from one account, transferring money to another account, or maybe getting money from certain funds and then redirecting this money into something in funds that has to do with something else. um, Maybe getting some money that you had aside for something else, and now you invest that money either into your education, into fixing a car, or fixing something that needs repairing, trying to balance everything. You may deal with issues that have to do with traveling during this time. As for many of you, I feel that you may find home in a second location, or in a different location. I also keep getting images of either traveling because you are seeing someone and you're spending small and you're trying to divide your time between spending time with this person where they live, and spending time, over your house. So this is what I keep getting for some of you, not for all of you. I feel like some of you need to reevaluate your own sense of how much you are worth. And that could mean different things to you. Some of you need to reevaluate, maybe now that you have more expertise, how much you are worth. Maybe you may want to ask for a raise. If you are self-employed during this time, you may try to either add products, make new prices, you may make up package deals. There's going to be a lot of success coming to you through this sort of package deals, or reevaluating how much you are worth in some way. I feel that you may be drawn to I don't know, going at a circus, theater, a performance or show of some sort. And I also feel that you probably have by now re-established new friendships, but you may also have re-established connections with some people that from way, 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 way back in the day. And I also keep getting, again, for some of you, I feel like there's a chance or a possibility of someone coming to visit you and maybe staying with you temporarily, and that temporarily could turn into a little bit longer than expected. However, I keep getting that there's going to be something that you are going to be very grateful for. And that could be different things for different people. Some of you could be thankful, and I have this sense of gratitude for meeting someone at the right time. There's going to be some sort of big shift, and many of you would have a great sense of gratitude because of it. I keep getting something around legal cases or immigration cases during this time. Some of you could be concluding something legal or with the immigration case, or you could be receiving some sort of a good news or notification, like a legal notification or something from an immigration officer or embassy, or someone that has to do with an immigration hearing of some sort. Please pay attention to something that has to do with money and the value of the money, because I keep getting something is going to change. Either the value of the money of your country goes up or down. Whatever this is, I feel that somehow you are going to manage, and you're going to turn the situation around in a way that you benefit. So I keep getting like the value of the money and some sort of exchange property value, property, money, of a currency exchange that some of you could be dealing with during this time. The next card that showed up for you, it is the Justice card right here, representing July, August, and September. And I also forgot to mention that this will be the year of eclipses. We're going to have a lunar and a solar eclipse in February, and the other eclipses are going to be in August. We may have a lunar eclipse. Please double check the dates. There's a lunar eclipse around August 7, and then followed by a solar eclipse around maybe August 21st. So again, please double check the dates of these eclipses. So the Justice card, to me, it means dealing with courts and the legal system, being rewarded through courts and the legal systems. It also means a challenging situation, some situation that maybe you thought you dealt with that has to do with finances, business, family members, or a family situation could resurface again for you to deal with it more properly. So it also means new beginnings, and as I said, rewards through courts and legal matters, and it also means rewards for your hard work and persistence. And if this doesn't make sense to you for the purpose of this general reading, I'm also going to say that it means bringing back justice to a situation that to you feels unjust and unfair. You're going to see justice taking place. I keep hearing that karma has a great deal to play this time around, because I feel that you are going to see and you're going to notice that whoever treats you in an unfairly way, they didn't do you justice. I feel that now the situation is turning around, and whoever tried to, I don't know, make it rain in your parade, now they're going to regret it and they're going to feel sorrow, because I feel that you're moving on and you are in the midst of receiving some success. And I also keep getting that is a very well deserved success for many of you. Whoever wasn't very supportive of you, and maybe they didn't have anything nice to say, or somehow they discouraged you, I feel that somehow they're turning around, because these people now may try to get your attention, and maybe now they could be asking you for your help. They may be asking you for your opinion or advice. There's going to be a fair exchange of energy. I don't know what that means, but I keep getting the feeling that for many of you, your life is about to change, to completely change. As you are going to resolve a matter that is going to allow you I feel like you're going to resolve a matter that has to do with the government, a department. I don't know what this is. Maybe there's a shift and a change in some laws or regulation, maybe within your company, or even in a larger scale, like new laws and regulation put by a government agency, that somehow is going to put everything in its place. Some of you may open at this time either your own company, you may sign in new contracts, maybe you could be promoted to a junior associate, a partner in a firm or in a company. You can strike a deal or a business deal with someone else. And I feel that if you are trying to find a loophole in the legal system in order for you to do something, whatever this is, I feel that legally you are going to find something that is more appropriate, that allows you to do something. I don't know what this is, but this is what I keep getting for some of you. That doesn't mean that trying to find a loophole through laws and regulations, a loophole in the legal system, it has to do with something with you directly. Maybe you are trying to help someone else near and dear to your heart. Some of you could be either graduating during this time or receiving invitations to a graduation party. You may receive all kinds of other invitations to maybe join some sort of a networking group. You may be invited to maybe join an elite group of people or a club of some sort. But I keep getting that by now many of you will feel like finally I made it. This is happening. This could also be like getting a marriage license for some of you, therefore having to deal with a government or a government agency to get your marriage license for some of you. Or you could be getting like a birth certificate or other important certificates that you need to contact an institution of a government to put this paperwork together. I feel that for some of you, you may getting deeper into the truth of a situation, of someone, in your own in your own truth, or you could be going deeper in the relationship that you have with someone. I keep hearing that it doesn't matter how old this relationship is. You could have been in a relationship for 10 years or for 2 months. There's going to be a shift, and for those of you who are in committed relationships, I feel that something is shifting here because you will strengthen or you will go deeper in the relationship that, or even in the feelings that the two of you have for each other. The last card that you have is the King of Swords, representing the last trimester of the year, which is October, November, and December. The King of Swords to me represents an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. Because this is a general reading, the King of Swords may show up in your life as a male or as a female, because it's a general reading. So the King of Swords doesn't necessarily have to be a man. So it means someone to go to in case of decision. It represents a judge, and it also means that they may be appearing like cold and distant, and maybe even critical, but this is not the case. Once you get to know them better, they're actually quite loving. They may seem harsh in judgment, but actually they give the right advice. So for some of you, I feel that with this King of Swords, either you are going to create a relationship, you may develop a relationship, or you already are in a relationship with this King of Swords. And some of you may also be entering some sort of deal together. So maybe you work together, you generate money together, you help each other. But for some of you, you're going to be more than just marriage partners or love partners. For other ones, I feel like this King of Swords, for other Capricorns, I feel that this King of Swords could either be a father figure to you, a teacher or a mentor or a boss, that I feel that is going to bring some sort of an opportunity to you. They may be bringing together some sort of a proposal for you. Maybe they're going to ask you to join a department. They're going to create and provide the opportunity for you to succeed and excel in your career. It may be the case that someone here is retiring, and maybe they could be asking you to take over, or they could preparing you to take some sort of a major role within this department or within this company. For some of you, I feel that this King of Swords showed up as at the end of the year, is like the universe is sending you people. I don't know why, but there's going to be benevolent helping people coming to you, especially toward the last two months of 2017. If you were looking for a teacher or a mentor, a spiritual leader, I feel that one may just show up for you. It's going to be time of reflection, time of networking, as I see many of you connecting with people either through social media or through networking events. And I also feel that this King of Swords is going to play an important role in your social life. Either your social life picks up, is more colorful. There's going to be more and more and more that has to do with friends and social activities. Some of you may be trying here to win somebody's attention, someone's love. Maybe you are trying to win a scholarship, or maybe are trying to attract someone who's going to fund your idea or to sponsor you in some way. And it's either going to be through the help of this King of Swords, or this could be the King of Swords directly, granting you this scholarship or this funding or sponsoring you in some way. And I also keep getting that for many of you, karma is going to reward you with a long sense of stability and continuation in your life. For some of you, karma is going to reward you with an extremely very long lasting relationship, and that energy will start for many of you by the end of 2017. You may start and create a business that is going to be a long lasting. You may create a relationship that is going to be a long lasting. It could be other things. You may be putting yourself in a spiritual path, or in a self discovery journey. Whatever this is, I feel that at least the next 20 years is going to be the time for many of you to just collect. So karma is going to reward you long term. So that's the good news for many of you Capricorns. The last card that you have is Patience. I'm using the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland for any general advice. And to me, this card represents self-control, adjustment, moderation, balance when dealing with personal issues, personal matters, but also when dealing with other people. In the areas on how you think, how you work, how you handle school, teaching, learning, how you handle recreation, how you handle people in your life or your spiritual path. This card is very important, as it shows that there's going to be some changes and new things, new developments happening. It's also a card that is telling you, is advising you that in order for these changes to be blended together, you need to allow for more time. You need to be more patient. Because it's also a reminder for you that Blissful harmony happens when everyone works as one. Therefore, listen, share, reach out to other people for help, and you also need to renew the faith that you have in your own self and in the humankind. So you need to boost your self-esteem. So you are part of the universe. Okay, so you are part of something major, something wonderful. And as you can see here in the card, I'm very much drawn to the seeds in your hand, the seed here. So you have the power here to plant the seeds of a wonderful future for yourself. And many of you are going to see some of your ideas now coming to fruition. Maybe you are a writer or creative in some way. You're going to have the inspiration, you're going to have the right attitude to bring something to life. So something that you are creating is going to be long lasting. Everything you touch now is like you have the magic touch. Everything you touch turns into something wonderful. But what you can do, because this is a 50-50 collaboration, you also have free will. Start by focusing on matters of self-esteem. No, nothing is perfect all the time. We do all have something to heal when it comes to our self-esteem. So focus on these matters, and there's going to be no limits. So now allow me to pass on to you your Akashic Records messages. Please subscribe, otherwise these messages may not make sense to you. Life may take a sudden turn around for you, a sudden turnaround of events. Try not to beat yourself up. Learn how to have more fun. Many of you will set new priorities in life. You may find that now that you understand life differently, your priorities will shift and change. Many of you will go through these darker nights of the soul before you see the light at the end of the tunnel. Some issues from the past, memories or different emotions still need to be dealt with properly therefore you may find that your past is returning to you. It could be people from the past, old feelings, or issues and situations from the past. As you learn to go within, to find your emotional balance, peace, and quiet, also focus this year on new activities that give you pleasure and fun. Work and career will start to get easier again, and they will give you more joy and satisfaction. If you don't work, you may find that people value your opinion or ideas. They do ask you for your advice. You are cared for, and you may decide to follow a passion of your own, like a hobby, or do more activities that make you feel passionate and alive again. You may be helping financially a child, a sibling, or another family member. Other Capricorns may be concerned around about your health or the health of a dog, a cat, a pet that you own. For other Capricorns, I keep getting that some course or a class or a test or examination may be difficult, but if you deal with teaching and learning. But if you apply yourself, you will succeed. If you are single, you will have at least one relationship this year that could be short-lived. If looking for a business partner, a business ventures, or to join forces with other people in a business sense or in some sort of a collaboration, you will receive a great deal of luck to find the right opportunity and the right match for you. I also got images of some of you dealing with journalists or becoming a journalist or a publishing author. For other ones, I got images of people and the media, people around you or the media speaking and talking about you. I also got images of many of you keeping some sort of a journal or a diary. It could be a food diary, it could be a dream diary, or a journal or a memoir, like you write down your thoughts from time to time. This could happen to any of you in 2017, and they said again that life will turn around for the better for you. So thank you again so much. Please click in the link down here below if you want to hear a continuation of this video, more specifically into each area of your life. Contact me for a private reading, amalightworker@gmail.com, or through my website, amalightworker.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. By subscribing, you would allow me to take messages that could be important for you as well. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you and to your loved ones. Bye.